soldiers. We're in the lead. SATCOM ready. SATCOM uplink enabled.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Ozric here. Today I'm going to teach you guys a very, very effective tactic that I've been using for years in Call of Duty. It's called, and I called it this, the teammate shielding strategy. I've done a video about this in Black Ops 1. I've done a video about this in Modern Warfare 3. And I skipped out on this in Black Ops 2 because it just didn't really work that good. You know, a lot of it has to do with the map design and, you know, just the way the game functions. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about what it is. Teammate shielding is basically using your teammates as bait. There's more to it than that. There's other things that I would say go into it when I try to teach somebody how to do this method. Now, I've pretty much mastered this method. Keep in mind, it's also like, you know, when you watch football. You know, when people play football, they're not just running around, freestyling, and, you know, trying to score in the enemy's end zone. There's set plays that they do. Now, just because they have a set play doesn't mean that they're going to do that exact movement during the play. Sometimes you have to improvise, and you're going to see that a lot in this gameplay. I don't always follow the tactic, and it pays off for me. Sometimes I do take some calculated risks, but those are risks that sometimes you just got to take, and you got to react to what the enemies are giving you. So let me break it down from the very start. The first thing you need to do this strategy is you got to have a lot of patience. If you're the type of guy that has zero patience, this type of gameplay and game style does not work for you. You're basically using the enemies against themselves. The easiest way to beat an enemy is through strength in numbers. So basically what you always want to do is you always want to keep yourself near at least one teammate. What you're going to do is you're going to let that teammate move, and you're going to do as he does. So if your teammate is rushing around, you're going to rush around with him, letting him push ahead slightly, whether that be off to the side in a flank, or if he's, you know, straight ahead in front of you about, you know, 10 meters out. Let him be the one to take the death, because the enemies are going to shoot at the first thing that they see. Now, if you're out rushing around, a twitch reflex situation comes about, one-on-one, you versus the enemy, you start relying a lot on what I call X factors. X factors being internet connection, obviously opponent's skill level. You never know the skill level of your opponent. I mean, hell, anybody in this game in Call of Duty can get lucky and spray off a quick, you know, ready up quick draw class and, you know, take you down. You know, maybe they just got, you know, in a real panic situation and they happen to hit the buttons faster than you. It happens. It's not always skill related, but you can avoid doing this by always having your sights up, and that's really, really important. Is have your sights up, aiming in the direction that your teammates are not looking. Start anticipating where the enemies are going to come from. If you see an opening on the mini map, you see your like I said, you know, your teammates aiming off to the right. Start aiming off to the center, aiming to the left, where an enemy could potentially come from. You see right there is a good example of teammate shielding. I got in trouble. I had no teammates around. I retreated. I got the reinforcements. I let the teammates advance. 2 teammates got taken out, and I took out both enemies. Okay, maybe not both, but hell, I scared one of them off, right? I ended up picking them off right there, and then get the other one. But you see how I'm using the cover? Like from this point forward, I don't want to advance. Even though I know they're over there, I don't really want to push up too aggressively. I'm just keeping this little bit of cover here. And I see my teammate spawn off to my left. I know I'm safe from that direction, so what do? I readjust my position. Even though I almost get taken out right there, teammate was there to save me because I stayed nearby. And that's the whole key to this, is stay nearby. Don't start doing what I call hunting, where you're off solo venturing. I do it a lot in my live streams. You guys see me hunting, and I do that for a reason. I try to put up, it's entertaining. It's entertaining to see somebody run around and just trash people. But in team deathmatch, it's very, very slow paced, especially in Call of Duty Ghosts, which is already a slow paced game. you combine a slow-paced game with a slow-paced game mode, and you have to start adjusting your tactics. And I think this is really going to work out well for you guys. Let's talk a little bit about my perk setup. The perk setup, I would definitely recommend running toughness for sure. I would definitely take off all suppressors because you're going to need traffic when you do this. When you start shooting your gun off, it naturally attracts enemies over to you. So if you're nearby, you want the enemies to run towards and kill your teammates. Well, you don't want them to kill your teammates, but I mean, you want them to come try to attack where your team is so that you can overwhelm them, strength in numbers, okay? Perk setup, definitely run toughness. I would recommend a red dot sight for your attachment. I would recommend the muzzle brake for any gun that you do use. That's because when you're doing this, you're going to get into a lot of long-range engagements. I would suggest picking a gun that does work from distance. Any of the ARs will work pretty much. I would stay away from submachine guns. I would actually stay away from light machine guns as well because they're not as accurate. And in Team Deathmatch 6v6, there's no need for that amount of bullet. You're just going to waste, you're gonna waste time basically because you move so slow. And sometimes the LMGs don't kill fast enough. So stick with the ARs, guys. Don't use snipers either. A lot of people are going to say, can I use a sniper while I do this? No. It doesn't work as well, guys. You're going to see me pick up the KEM strike here in a second. You see me freestyling right here, guys. So right there, I pick up the KEM. I knew where they were. I decided to take a little bit of a risk. And right here is exactly why you don't go for those one-on-one engagements, because I had two bursts right in his face. And he didn't die. I don't understand. I put him right in his chest, dude. But that's the game. That's lag. That's the hit detection. That's the hitboxes being off or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. That's why the strategy that I've explained works so well. But as far as the actual Killstreaks setup, I would recommend the SATCOM with the ammo crate and the ballistic vest. Ballistic vest is really OP, dude. I swear it gives you like double the health. So yeah, definitely check it out. Stick with the support streaks. I would say stay away from the assault streaks because you want to be putting up SATCOMs. It's really important in Team Deathmatch. Really, really underestimated. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this is helpful for you guys. Nice little TDM support KEM MSBS. I'm out. Peace.